Doing well. Are we live? That's the age-old question. I'm just going to do my usual checks, so bear with me while we check we are live. Because yesterday, I was trying to go live, and YouTube wasn't having any of it. It might have been, to be fair, it might have been my PlayStation 5. I was trying to stream some Diablo live. So, I was trying to go live. We're live. Oh my gosh. We're on telly and we are live. Please do not say fuck. Oh my god. Right, let's sort the camera out first things first. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry guys. Cringe, I know. Cringe. It's a cringe fest around here. It's a mess around here. Off camera. I've had a bit of a tidy up. Probably can't see. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday. Let me tell you. I nearly deleted my channel yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with me. It's, yes, I suffer with depression, but I'm laughing at it now. I was struggling to go live, and I don't know what was wrong with me. So, if you want to listen to a fat old man depressed, go watch my Diablo 4 stream yesterday. I was literally saying, this is my last this is my last video I'm ever making, and if there was a way I could just go delete, I would have pressed it yesterday. I think there's incognito. I don't know how to do it. I never looked into it, but thinking about it this morning though, we'll get to what I've been playing, watching, reading, okay? But I'm going to slow it down. It's a bit more of a chatty pace today, okay? Because we're live, you know? Yeah, so while I was doing a dog vlog this morning, check out that video if you haven't already. There's been a couple of YouTubers, or comments I've had. Yes, you get the trolls, you all get the trolls. As channels grow, you get more trolls. You can't please everyone. But like, I do a lot of shorts. Oh, Access Area 6. Funny are you? Funny are you? I wonder who my channel of the week is. Stay tuned. How we doing? You all good? I was just explaining, like, I nearly deleted my channel yesterday. Don't worry, I'm not planning on. But there was, for example, I did a YouTube short of my dog messing around or something, okay? And it's just me sharing a funny thing my dog does. And someone had commented, they haven't got a channel because I have checked. I don't know, can't remember off the top of my head what the name of the person that commented. But he had just lost his Border Collie dog. Had the dog for 16 years or something, which is a good innings for a Border Collie. He lost his dog a week ago. And my videos are helping him, and he's like, cherish every moment. So I thought, no, I don't know, if I'm helping one person out there, and I've always said it, whether it's mental health or if I can make one person smile by watching any of my videos, I'm going to keep going. And I enjoy it. I'm doing it for me and for you guys as well, okay? Access Area 6, please do not delete your channel. I will not. But yesterday, I was just... Do you know when you have a vision in your head? Like, it's the first day of my holidays yesterday. And I had... all I wanted to do was go on my PlayStation 5 and stream some Diablo. I think it's like a chilled out game to play for me, you know? So it's chill and a chat with a big fat twat, I think we call it, okay? And it just... I was streaming... usual thing, and it wasn't going live. It was like as if it was waiting, so I had to like re-stream it, and it was just stressing me out. I know it's not first world problems, okay, but when I was down on my mental health anyway, and then I thought I'll go and have a stream, and I'll feel better, because it normally does make me feel better. But and then that was stressing me out, and the reason, right, Access Area 6, why I was thinking of deleting my channel is, I think I've spoken about it before, where I need to eliminate, because of my mental health, I need to eliminate anything negative that goes on in my life, I need to delete it. So I've changed jobs. I've gone from being a regional manager, high impact, high stressful job, because it was messing with mental health. I've had to step down. I've literally gone, nothing wrong with being cleaner. I'm a cleaner now. Nothing wrong with being a cleaner. But I find it's very low stress. If you just do your job, I work really hard because, selfishly, time goes faster when you're working hard. That's the way I look at it, okay? And you do a good job as well, so you should get appreciated. It's just low stress. Even the way I go to work sometimes. I had a job before where it was quite stressful being on a motorbike where 2 lanes go into one and people don't see a motorbike, and I thought, oh God, I'm going to get knocked off my bike here. So it was stressing me out. I know, I'll go the long way around. So I'm all about deleting these negative things in my life because I can't deal with stress. Can't even say it. So like, it's not YouTube stressing me out, it's the PlayStation is stressing me out. So at the mindset that I was in yesterday, I thought I'll just delete YouTube from my life. But I know I'll regret it because I've got Access Area 6, for example. I've got what I call my YouTube friends. So I call people friends of the channel. So it's people I would never have met in real life, but from them having channels and commenting, and I'm watching their content, they watch my content. That's what I mean by friend of the channel. So by deleting my YouTube channel, I would definitely regret it, okay? Access Area 6, health is far more important than any job. 129% correct. You're right. You're absolutely right. If I stayed in that job when I was living in London, I don't think I'd be here today. I wouldn't be able to have a dog. Do you know what I mean? Rossi saved my life as well, I gotta be honest. But anyway, that's my mindset. I'm in a much better headspace today, all right? And what have I been playing? I've played quite a bit of games, okay? A lot of them yesterday, because do you ever get like, you don't know what to play next kind of thing? So obviously I'm still continuing my playthrough of Diablo 4. What a great game. I think you can buy this brand new. I was looking yesterday. I think you can buy this brand new £32. I think I paid 28 in CX with games I've traded in. I've more than had my money's worth with this. It's so addictive. If you've never played it, it's quite hard to explain. It's its own genre, isn't it? It's such a chill out. I find it chilled out. The bosses are quite hard. I was going through yesterday off stream after I streamed. I had some food. I came back and played it a bit more. And I was focusing more on the story mode. And yeah, I did this massive boss. It's like this guy who's like a badass riding on this massive wolf that had like 3 or 4 heads, and he was giant thing, and he was setting all the people on fire. It was epic, it was, okay? So oh my God, I was really enjoying it. It was quite stressful though, but I did a good, there's bad stress and good stress, isn't there? This is good, the good old stress, okay? So if you're thinking of getting it, if you've never played a Diablo game, right, do what I did. Buy the Diablo 3 that came out in the PS4. You can pick that up, £5, something like that. I think I picked up £5 in Comic-Con once, brand new. But the disc, it was sealed, but the disc was loose in there. So the guy told me that. He said, look, it's your risk. Just letting you know the reason it's so cheap, because it was still selling for like 20 quid. Got it home, and it was 20 quid brand new. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't finish my sentences, do I? I'll work on it. Yes, I got it home, and there wasn't a mark on the disc, okay? So I thoroughly enjoyed Diablo 3, and it set me up for Diablo 4. I didn't buy it on launch because I don't normally buy launch games unless they're fighting games. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, okay? And it's definitely worth around a £30 price point. Yeah, that's definitely worth it, okay? The other big game, so I've always got one or two main games on the go. Diablo 4 is one of them, and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, okay? The reason I've got this in my hand is because when I'm doing these videos, I like to have something in my hand, okay? When I'm talking about games or whatever I'm talking about, okay? But I've got the Rising. It's only came out in digital. I would definitely have had the physical copy. If there was a special collector's edition of that, your boy would have it in his collection, okay? So my quest to level 500. So my favourite character in the game is 2B. She's a guest character, DLC. And I'm going to level her up to level 500. Yes, 500. Okay. And we... 94, I think. I did stream this, didn't I, in the week? So Friday Night Fights, I'll talk about that next. I'm sure I streamed this in the week as well. I think I did. Yeah, so I'm playing it every single day, guys. So I might be getting a bit confused. But like sometimes, just before I'll go on Diablo for a couple of hours, I'll do one round, one arcade mode of this. Normally one arcade mode gets you up a level. So every single day, I'm doing at least one level, one go of arcade mode. And if there's any challenges, daily challenges, I love that in fighting games as well, guys. Any fighting game developers ever going to watch my massive YouTube channel? We've got 1,500 subscribers. We're getting there. Yeah, your daily challenges. That's how you keep the game alive, in my opinion. So I've been playing a lot of that. So Friday Night Fights. I didn't know what to play. I was going to play Grand Blue, but I thought we've already done a stream of that. Then I was going to play some the Capcom Fighting Collection. I'm in the mood to play some Darkstalkers. Then I thought, do you know what I haven't played? And I plan to play this week is Street Fighter 6. So I thought, let's just go and play some Street Fighter 6. So I wanted to just check out modern controls. It is good. At first I was like, maybe I was like a Street Fighter snob. Oh, modern controls, for the noobs kind of thing. When I got an arcade stick in my hand, give me the classic controls any day of the week. I need to know exactly what my character's doing. My main in this is Jurihan. Shout out to Jurihan. But I thought I want to just have a look at the classic controls. Sorry, the modern controls. And I believe I saw a short, like Capcom have updated it to make it even more user-friendly. So I wanted to check that out, okay? So we did arcade mode twice. Once with Juri and once with Chun-Li. Did we do any more? Then the plan was, right, to just have a quick look at World Tour mode, to come back to arcade mode. I wanted to play as Ed and explore the roster a little bit more. Or, yeah, explore the roster, I suppose. I don't know how to explain it because I haven't played it for months, do you know what I mean? And we just stayed, basically. I thought I'll play 20 minutes of World Tour mode. The rest of the stream was in World Tour mode. And I've done the story mode, completed World Tour mode, and I think I leveled up 2 levels, so 85. I was level 83, I think we got up to level 85, or thereabouts, or nearly level 85. But when you get up to anything over level 60, it's a grind. Every single level is a grind, okay? But what a fantastic game. That was my game of the year last year, if in case anyone was wondering. Then last night, actually, I'll go on to Friday. So once I finished Street Fighter 6 on stream, I just checked my wish list on the PlayStation Store. And, like, this is one of my best pickups ever, okay? It's King of Fighters, the Ultimate Match. King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. And I've got the digital copy of this on my PlayStation 5, good to go. But then they've done King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. Yes, it's a mouthful, okay? And that was $12.99. I nearly bought it when it came out. But this was keeping me going. And when I was going on YouTube to check what is the difference between the two games, it wasn't a massive difference. So I couldn't justify spending another $12.99. It came down to something like £2 odd. So I thought, right, just buy it before it goes back up to $12.99. So I got all versions of this game, some shape or form in my collection, okay? And yeah, great. It feels, if I'm comparing the two digital versions, so this version on the PS4/PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation Store, let's say. It's basically a carbon copy of this. Even the PlayStation 2 logo comes on when it's loading. It takes a while to figure out how to fucking start. You got to press the big touchpad. You got to press that. That's the start button. It's got that like navigating the menus and stuff like that. It's a little bit on the clunky side. So final edition it eliminates that. The PlayStation 2 logo doesn't come on. It's just got SNK Play More, and it goes straight into it. And it just looks so good. There's something about these games that looks so good, you know. So I played a little bit of that. That was Friday. I played a bit yesterday as well. Great fun. But I'm trying to play these games now. It's almost like trying to learn how to play fighting games all over again. I'm trying to play them with a control pad. And the reason, like, I've got a nice selection of fight sticks. I've got, like, almost top of the range fight sticks. I got the Victrix Pro. I got the Mad Catz TE2. I've got a good selection, okay? So if you're wondering why I'm not using them as much, is because I want to stream these games, okay? And when I'm streaming, my setup, unfortunately, I use the microphone that's on the control pad itself. I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone knows what I need to do. Or there must be a tutorial on YouTube on how to. Basically, I want to buy a headset. Does it work? I don't know. In theory, I want to buy a headset or headphones with a microphone to go into the 3.5mm jack in my fight stick, so I can do exactly the same experience, but I'm using my fight stick rather than a control pad. That's the ideal setup, because King of Fighters, I can just about play Street Fighter with a control pad. Much better in my comfort zone is the fight stick. But with King of Fighters, I struggle to play these games with a control pad, unfortunately. Okay, but I tell you, a fighting game, I loaded up last night, and I've always been a pad player with this. I booted up Mortal Kombat 1 again to see if anything's different, and there's a new season of Invasions mode. But I don't know, is the game dead? I don't know. I really don't know. I wanted to be surprised. There's something new. It's probably going to stay installed until Homelander lands, because I paid for the deluxe premium edition. I got the collector's edition. I paid whatever the best one you could. I went all out for this game. Absolutely loved the game. I've done story mode twice, but it's just fallen off a cliff. It's got a bad rep. It's cool to hate on the game. I like to make my own minds up when it comes to games, okay? But I would struggle to sell this game to someone now. Based on, I suppose it's a lot cheaper now, isn't it? It's, once you've done everything, it's no, I can't speak. There's no, like, the lifespan of the game. Once you've done story mode, I've done it twice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's nothing there really anymore to keep me invested in the games, keep me coming back every single week. Like I was saying with Grand Blue, there's daily challenges and stuff like that. Yes, they're updating. Every time a season drops, they update skins and stuff like that. They're crap. They're really, really crap. I've unlocked everything you can unlock with my main in this game is Melina. Yeah, all the new skins, they're just crap, do you know what I mean? I thought they were onto something where they had the special fatalities. They had a Christmas one where Santa comes in and like a skeleton Santa. And they had those. That's a good thing. Got to pay for that, mind. But I don't know, have they given up on the game, or are the developers of this is what I hope is happening. There's a skeleton team keeping this, what they call them, like service games, isn't it? So maybe there's a skeleton crew working on this. What I'm hoping then, all the people that made this game are focusing on Injustice 3. Because Injustice 2, the difference between Injustice was a good game. Injustice 2 was a friggin' masterpiece, okay? So Injustice 3 Could be like whenever it comes out. Maybe come out next year. Could be Game of the Year for me. Mind you, Mark of the Wolves is coming out next year as well, so I don't know. But yeah, so I played a little bit of that. Basically, I was just messing around with the fatalities. I think I recorded a few so for my shorts. I enjoy doing them. And total change of pace. That took over an hour to install, okay? But what's good about it, I suppose, you can play parts of it, and like when you look at the roster, like Sub-Zero, Scorpion were installed first. So you could play around with them, practice mode, and then they'll unlock characters as they go, kind of thing. But yeah, it took over an hour in total to install that. And this game, it's Stardew Valley. I put it in, and it went copying from Disco, installing, 100%. It was something like 12 seconds and it was ready to play. What a difference. But again, the graphics on Mortal Kombat compared to Stardew Valley. Yes, this is kind of coming out of my comfort zone now, okay? This is... oh, I got a comment. Sorry, Accessory 6. That King of Fighters 98 is getting very rare now. Yes. Oh, I was fully aware. I was fully aware of that when I bought this. I'm not sure if I've said before, but this is actually, it's the English, it's PAL, okay, but it's a German one. I bought it off a UK seller. You can change basically, the only thing that's German is the box, okay, and the manual. I've been playing King of Fighters games. I know how to play a King of Fighters game, okay, so I don't need the manual. But you can tell it's been looked after. It's one of the only games I've got in one of these cases. It arrived in that case as well, and a big box. But yeah, this game, if you want it, the only difference will be if you want it in English text, you're looking at about £130 to £150, depending on condition. That's on CX prices as well. So good luck on eBay with that. But I'm so happy. That needs to be, it's in the right place. It needs to be in my home, in my collection, okay? So yeah, Stardew Valley. All I did, I don't know what to expect. I've seen, it's like a farming game, and I thought, I don't know about that. But there's a hardcore fan base on this game, isn't there? And I've always been about looking for new genres to get into. I think this would be classed as a cozy game, I think. And it's caught me by surprise already. I've played less than 10 minutes, okay? Literally, I haven't done any gameplay. It's just watched the opening story. So I was aware that you're gifted a farm by your grandfather or something. That's all I was aware. But it was nice the way they done it. It was like, right, this is your envelope. Don't open it. Don't open it now. Open it when life gets too hard, or once you've had enough of the modern world, then I want you to open this envelope. It's really important. So it fast forwards then to him, like in an office block, like all computers and stuff like that. Talk about a grim. At least I've never had one of those jobs, okay? Working in like an office environment. I couldn't do it. If you can do it, good for you. And they're all like slaves to the thing, and it's just like all corporate messages on the wall and stuff like that. It's really funny. There's a skeleton there. That caught me off guard as well. I thought it was really funny. And then he's like, I've had enough. But it's all in this like 8 to 16-bit graphic style. So he opens that. That letter's in his drawer in his desk. So he opens it, and basically he's been gifted this farm. So he's basically, the next scene is him on the bus on his way to the farm. And that's as far as I've got, basically. I did like the fact that, I don't know if it'll have any meaning. You can select, do you want to be a male character, female? We've all seen that before. You can change the colour of your hair. That doesn't mean anything to me. But it was your preference. Do you like cats? This kind of cat? This kind of cat? This kind of cat? Or dogs? This kind of dog? They haven't got a sheepdog or border collie in it. Surprisingly, they haven't. I thought that was interesting. So they've asked me my name, so I put in Tony Fighter. They've asked me, what do I want to call the farm or the Shire? I've called it. I was just like, the first thing that came into my head. And then what's most important to me is I put down my dog. So that's as far as I've got. So I haven't really got much more of an opinion on it because I haven't really played it. But I'm either going to be hooked or it's not for me. But so far, I can't say more because I haven't really played it enough to give my opinion on it. Okay, so that's everything I've been playing. Accessory 6, yeah, you have language settings. Exactly, yeah, you can just change the language. And you can argue, well, eBay's 200, wow. This is I'm a gamer, right? So there's gamers out there, there's game collectors out there, okay? I'm a gamer first and foremost, and then I'm a collector, okay? So this is, I don't know, I for lack of a better term, a showpiece in my collection. This is the game I never thought I'd have. I've got every single King of Fighters game that came out on the PS2. There's a stack of them. That was the best console for the King of Fighters series, I think, including the Orochi Saga. So that's 94 to 98. Oh, and 99. So I got everyone up to 2003, but I never thought I'd own Ultimate Match. So I've got 98 is on the Orochi Saga, okay? But yeah, this is more of a showpiece. So with the special games, like, see there, they're the strict limited run games and Pix and Love. They do like the Neo Geo big box games. The collections there, I wish they were Neo Geos. But they're like collector's editions. So some of those games, like Garou Mark of the Wolves, for example, I've got the £2 digital version downloaded, good to go. So I play that because I love the game so much. I like to go that extra mile, I suppose, to have these games in the collection. So this is the collector part of me, but I'm not just collecting games for the sake, oh, that's a nice collectible game. I'm more games I'm going to play. Every game I've got here, I intend to play. So technically I'm playing that. Yes, I've checked it works and everything. Of course, it does work on the PS2. But my go-to now will be on the PS5. It's just because it's easier, you know. It's always plugged in. It's always linked up. It's always good to go. Okay, guys? But £200, wow. So that's what I've been playing, okay? What's next? What have I been reading? No, watching. I don't even know. You'd think this is episode 81, and I still don't know the friggin' order. Okay, so I finished watching the last episode of Gunbuster. Really good. Absolute fantastic. I strongly recommend this. Little bit on the pricey side. I think normally it goes for $26.99 on Amazon. And it was that price everywhere, brand new. It's quite a hard one to find. And the reason I discovered this, right, was CEX was showing it in DVD for something like £22. And I thought, I wonder how much the Blu-ray version is, right? But then if I went on eBay, okay, I opened a rabbit hole to buy a DVD version. Apparently some people are selling it for £200. It's like, what? I don't know why it's so collectible, but I like Blu-rays, okay? So, yeah, I bought this last time we went game hunting. It was 30% off in HMV, so I had it for £18. Still a little bit on the pricey side, but I was kind of thinking I'll watch it once, then trade it in. But I gotta be honest, the way the final episode went, it wrapped everything up nicely. And I'm not trading. This is something I'll be going back to in the future, okay? Yes, it's got a reversible cover in case anyone's wondering. So if you wanted to get it, that's the normal cover. Okay, so if you wanted to see that on the shelf. But it is available on Amazon, okay? But the last episode, I didn't know what was going on. It was so different, right? So time is the difference with this anime, right, compared to all other ones. It's like a mech kind of Gundam kind of vibe to it, okay? It is a late 80s show as well. I think this was made for TV as well. Very good budget for good high production value for made for TV, but we never had it over here, okay? I don't think they had it in the States either. But the last episode, everything's in black and white. This might be a bit of a spoiler, right? And I thought, it doesn't explain why everything's in black and white, but it's set in the future. So, do you know, I think it confuses me, okay? You know, like when you go to outer space and so far from Earth, time moves faster or slower wherever you are. So time plays a big part. That's what I meant to say earlier on. Time plays a big part where you might be 3 hours on this mission, you come back and 6 months has passed, or there's one bit where they're gone for years and they come back. So basically, they go on their final mission, they come back to Earth, and Earth's so different, like 15, 17 years have passed. So all the kids they went to school with are now adults and they've got their own children and stuff like that. Like her best friend, I tell you what, they missed the plot. A lovely plot point would have been, she bumps into her best friend. She was bullied in school, right? But she had one best friend and they were really close. It would have been nice if the best friend named her daughter after her. That would have been really nice. I thought, they missed a trick there. I should be writing these anime, shouldn't I? I am available. Gunbuster, if you want to do a sequel. Where was I going? Yeah, so it's in black and white. The whole episode, most of the episode is in black and white. But then the final battle is, I felt like they'd run out of money, okay? It's just pictures, not even animated, black and white pictures, like hand drawing. You can see the lead in the pencils. So I didn't like that. I thought, okay, I may as well watch it because only like short, sharp 30-minute episodes, okay? But then there's a bit where they come back to Earth, but it's something like thousands of years in the future because they go so far with this mission, but it's to save the Earth. They come back and it's black. The whole episode's in black and white. And they come back and they're like, they can't see any lights on the Earth or anything like that. And as they get closer to Earth, then the colour hits. And it's massive on Earth. A big thank you. So they must miles and miles. These lights, of course, there's thousands of years in the future. So God knows what technology they've got. But it's like welcome home kind of thing. Because they saved the Earth. But thousands of years ago. But they weren't forgotten kind of thing. I thought it'd been sad if they just either come back and Earth, humankind's been wiped out by another alien race or something. Or it came back and everyone's forgotten. Like, you think thousands of years ago. We don't remember, kind of thing. But they were remembered. So that was it. And because it was colour, and it was only then the rest of the episode is in colour, kind of thing. It's not much. It's like a minute left. And then it had that extra impact. So it's very clever what they did with that. So I definitely recommend that if you're wanting to check out a new anime. It might be on Crunchyroll. I don't know. That's something I'm thinking of getting into, okay? Another movie I watched, I'm laughing because my brother invited me last year to go to the cinema to watch it. I said thanks, but no thanks. Jurassic World Dominion, is it called? It's not called Dominion. What does that mean, Dominion? I thought it meant Dimension, but I've written down Dominion. Is it Jurassic World Dominion? I don't know. Started watching, it's on Netflix, okay? So I started watching it. It's taken me all week to watch it. Small bits, okay, before bed. I like to break things down now and again, especially with movies. So the first 5 minutes of the movie are fantastic. It's got like live footage, like the news, and it's got these dinosaurs. So I can't remember what happened. I don't even know if I've seen it, the latest Jurassic World movie. But like these dinosaurs are causing chaos. It's like literally imagine all the dinosaurs are still around and what mischief would they get up to? Like as these pterodactyls landing on like, looks like the Empire State Buildings, making a nest up there, because they would. But it just looks amazing. I love the bit where the little girl's walking home from wherever she's been. And she cuts through like this factory and everyone stops because there's a long neckosaurus, huge long neckosaurus. I think that's what he's called. Let me know in the comments. And it's like, wow. But then it's a crap movie after that. It's shit. The bad guy is just weird. He's going for some kind of quirky kind of bad guy vibe thing. He's not pulling it off at all. Watch it because it's on Netflix. It's just a shame though, because Jurassic Park in 1993 was so good, wasn't it? But then they can't keep remaking the same movie, can they? So they've tried something different. And the other thing as well that did bother me, the amount of times they do this. Oh, it's a dinosaur. Whoa. That's going to stop the dinosaur. But it's funny because that Chris Pratt guy does it. But you can argue, if I was building, in his defence, a case defending him, he was a dinosaur trainer, wasn't he? Whoa. He does that. Like the dinosaur's going to go, whoa, I'll stop now because this hand is in front of me. Okay? Try doing that in the lion pen. If you wake up if you're in the fucking, in Africa in the wild, whoa, they'll stop everything. But then Alan Grant then is a bit later, and Alan Grant does the old, whoa. Maybe it's sign language or dinosaur language or something for stop right there. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't work. I don't think it works. Let me know. Is anyone going to go to a zoo this weekend? It's bank holiday weekend. Go to the zoo. Do you know the like safari things where you can go in your car? Get out your car and do that. Whoa! Let me know. I will need to know. So if I don't hear from you, Access Area 6, you're there. If I don't hear from you, this is your homework, then I know it didn't work because you've been mauled. I just thought that was funny, you know. And, right, so, YouTube. Watching a lot of YouTube as per usual. I tell you what, so, Access Area 6, Channel of the Week. It's funny you're here. I have got it written down. I'll show you my notes, in case you don't believe me. So, this week's Channel of the Week, Access Area 6. It was funny, he did it before with Roger Retro Gamer, and he jumped in as well. And I was like, yeah, you're my Channel of the Week. It's funny when these things happen. So, Access Area 6, I liked. Okay, so the video was 10 games you will struggle to find. Okay. What I loved about that, I think that was the video you did where you couldn't sleep. So it was one of those videos where I don't think you were going to make. And it came across so good. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of your videos, you're in your... I watch all your videos. You're in your dressing gown. So it could have been filmed in the afternoon, in the morning, whatever. But I think you said it was 3:30 Sunday night or Monday morning. But it was like, I can't sleep, so I'll make a video. And that's when sometimes you just think, I'll just make a video just to entertain me. And those are the videos that do really well. And it wasn't 10 games... 10 games that are expensive. I mean, he wasn't sure. You've got an amazing game collection. I've said it before. Go check out his channel, guys. Access Area 6. But they're like games I've never heard of. But they were like, I think the first one was a Capcom game, right? And I'm Mr. Capcom. I love Capcom. But like, was it Red? I can't remember what it was called. I've seen one or two of them I've heard of. But you're right. I've never seen them. They might not be expensive rare, but they're just rare because I don't know why they're not on eBay. They're never in stock in CEX kind of thing. But yeah, and I noticed when I was just getting the title for this video again, that video had something like 18,000 views or something like that. So fair play. It's nice. These channels are Glass Rose by Capcom. Glass Rose. Why do I think it was Dragon? I don't know. What kind of game is that anyway? Glass Rose. Is it a horror game? Because Capcom, it's hard to tell, isn't it? They do really good fighting games, obviously, but they've got a bit of like the Resident Evil vibe, the horror thing as well. They do some... It's not a genre I'm really familiar with, you know. So I have bought recently Resident Evil 2, the remake, so maybe I'll get into that way. I'm a late comer to that genre. Yeah, so what a great video. And it's like when I'm looking at video games, I like to learn new things all the time. I find it very educational. When he said rare games, I almost went, come on then, show me some rare games. And I was like, never heard of that. Next game. Never heard of that. Next game. Never heard. Like, majority, I think, were the PlayStation 2. There's so many games came out on that console, isn't there, you know? Sort of horror, mystery, getting rare. Ah, right, okay. I think the horror games tend to go up in value, don't they? Maybe they don't make the horror games like they used to or something. Again, I don't know. I don't know what it is, you know. But again, some of the fighting games, my bag, you know. So some of them go for bank, you know. Yeah, I thought that video was very, very educational. I liked the video as well. I did comment. You can just about see my 2 there. I've got the PS2, I think the 15th anniversary PlayStation 2 controllers. And Chris I had the Akuma one. I must have commented before I'd always wanted the Chun-Li one. So they do 4. They do Chun-Li, Akuma, Ken, and Ryu. Okay. And Accessory 6, I think, commented, oh, I've got the 3 other ones. I need the Akuma one. And so he's got the Akuma one as well. I think it was like complete collection. Yeah, really chilled out, like kind of like this, just talking to the camera and just shooting the shit, talking about what we collect, what we love, you know. So yeah, definitely go check out the channel, Access Area 6, okay? And he's in the chat right now. What's the chances of that? Imagine I'll say, oh yeah, this week's channel of the week is PewDiePie. And then PewDiePie's in the chat. I'd be like, oh. Right, so that's what I've been playing. That's what I've been watching. Right, what have I been reading? Oh, fuck. Do you know, last night, I planned to read my book. Old Man with His Book. And my bedtime routine. And my next door neighbour, I don't really mind it, right? But yesterday was the first time since I've lived here, it did bother me a bit. So I got the back door open because it's nice weather now. But my neighbour, I think the parents go away every weekend. You must have a timeshare or something, or they own like a caravan somewhere or something like that. Because every single weekend they're away. And there's always a party. So when the weather's nice, they're out the back and they've done up like in the garden, like a little bar area. So they're only youngsters. They're like, I say youngsters. Both of them are driving, so 18, 19, something like that. And there's a boy and a girl. But they must be popular boy and a popular girl. This is a lot of people. It's like, it's the meeting place to go before going to town, I think. And it doesn't go on too late, though, in their defence. And I don't mind noise if it's people having fun. But I know the old man that lives next door but one, so the other side of them, he doesn't like it. And when it's swearing... and they were chanting wanker, like football chants and stuff. I thought it was funny. But I was trying to read my book last night, right? And I was like, I can't. But when I was watching YouTube, as if, they stopped now. I shut it out. So then when I turned off YouTube to get back to my book, I had this loud again, do you know what I mean? I was like, it's really frustrating. But, Accessory 6. Cheers, Tony. You'll definitely earned my next shout out. Cheers, dude. Go look after us YouTubers. Right, so what have I been reading? Still reading Deception Point. I've kind of, I don't know, maybe I've challenged myself. Can I finish this book on my week off? Okay. Yeah, so basically, where are we with this book? It's NASA. I don't want to bore you, right? But basically, NASA have found a meteorite that contains fossils of aliens, basically, like massive bugs and stuff like that. Like there's a lice in there, but it's like 4 foot long kind of thing. So and it's meant to be like hundreds of fossils. So it's an important discovery because it proves there is life out there, kind of thing. So the president is at 8 o'clock. He's going live with this press conference. And the main character is the daughter of the candidate for the next presidency. But they haven't got a good relationship. But then the daughter, funnily enough, works for the president in a roundabout kind of way. So she's asked all these experts in their field, like the marine biologists. There's like one woman's an expert on ice. She can tell how deep something is and how long it's been there, kind of by the layers of ice kind of thing. So all these experts are brought together, and she happens to be one of them. And they authenticate that this is a meteorite. everything's, yeah, it's legit. So all these, and every angle they look at it, yeah, it's all legit. They've all said their piece on camera. Then the president's going live at 8 o'clock. They're going to show this video where they're all endorsing, all these experts, well-known experts in their field, endorsing this thing. But then it turns out, they figure out, it's quite clever, that it was planted there because there's salt water, seawater in the ice, which shouldn't be there. So it proves that someone's drilled underneath, from this ocean, underneath 200 feet. And they don't know why, but they're saying that it isn't a meteorite that's come from above, it's actually come from below. We don't know why, so it looks like it's been implanted there. We don't know why. But there's people then defending, like trying to keep it a secret. Like I'm talking like special forces with like super modern weapons. They're using weapons, and it's quite clever, where they shove snow in their gun, right? And it compresses the snow or freezes the snow into ice, okay? And it fires ice bullets, and it's designed to knock people out. It's not like a paintballs, but even stronger. So there's no evidence of bullets or anything like that. No evidence of foul play. So it's very, very clever. There's loads of situations where it's like, how are they going to get out? Now they're fucked. Do you know what I mean? There's three main characters. They're fucked. And literally the chapter will end. They'll go on and talk about some of the other characters in Washington, D.C. And then you go back to like the North Pole kind of thing. And it's like, how do they get out there? And it's very clever, very well written. Again, it's a Dan Brown book. He's famous for a reason, you know. And what else have I been reading? I've been reading this book. I picked this book up a couple of weeks ago. It's a perfect coffee table book. I bought it if you're wondering, I bought it in HMV in Cardiff. Shout out HMV in Cardiff. But at the time, it was on, they have the offers when you buy with anything, like impulse buys. It was $6.99. It's normally £20. But I paid $6.99 I bought it with Gunbusters. So saving 30% on that. Happy days. And that was by the till, and I picked that up as well. For around about the price of a half-decent gaming magazine these days. But I've highlighted, I probably won't be able to find them now. There was 2 animes I'm going to check out. I think they were, I can't find it now. A lot of anime in there, guys. I've never heard of this one. Wolf Brigade. Now this it's on my watch list already. Easy to find on Amazon Prime. There was one came out just after Akira. So obviously I've seen Ghost in a Shell, Ninja Scroll, all the classics are in this book, okay? Oh, this one looked pretty good. Rojin Z. And it's about a old patient, okay? And they've developed like this bed. Sounds, again, I haven't seen it, but reading through this, they've designed this bed, AI bed, that you just lie on it and it fixes whatever wounds you've got or whatever illnesses or diseases. It just repairs you. But it goes rogue with this old man in the bed. So it just sounds so interesting. So that's one of them. Oh, then you got Akira. I think this is the one that came out. Yeah, this one here. Royal Space Force. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. That came out in 1987. So it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Again, these are available on Amazon. And there was another one. I can't remember. I wasn't a fan of the look of the really earlier, like the 70s anime. That wasn't for me. I think anime peaked in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, you know, from the Akira's, obviously I'm going to say Akira, Ninja Scrolls, Ghost in the Shell. That's the peak anime for me anyway, okay? So I'm thinking, do I buy those Blu-rays? Looking about £15 to £20 average on Amazon. I haven't really done much more looking into it, but I'm thinking of buying or subscribing to Crunchyroll. So if anyone is watching and has got Crunchyroll, I was late last night looking into it, so I'll do a bit more research today. I don't know how easy it is to cancel, but yeah, I think I will. It's the place for anime, isn't it? Everybody says Crunchyroll, Crunchyroll, Crunchyroll. And I nearly bought One Punch Man season 1. I've got season 2 on Blu-ray. Season 1 was on Netflix. It's not on there now because it's on Crunchyroll. So I went to watch that the other day. That's one of my comfort zone animes. And yeah, it's not on there. So I was gutted about that. Right, so the plan for the week, I suppose, if anyone's still listening, I had a letter yesterday, so I was a bit depressed in the morning. This has helped with my mood. And it's off HM Revenue Customs, and it was 2 letters in there. So they're saving on postage. At least that's the good news, or part of the good news. And they said, oh, you've paid, between the years 2022 and 2023, you paid too much tax. Oh, nice. So they owe me money. Great. They're going to give me £10. And they're going to post a cheque for £10. So I'm looking forward to having that. But then, the other letter, I had to read it 3 or 4 times. I thought with my luck, it's me owing them that money. I won't say exactly how much it was. It's over 1,000. Between 1,000 and 2,000. Just over 1,500. So I got a nice check coming. It says from the date of the letter, it'll be 14 days. So I'm going to put some in savings, most of it in savings. But I'm going to look, something I've always wanted. I do need to buy some bits and bobs, like trainers for work, exciting things like that. But I think it's time. I always wanted one. Either be sensible. There's 3 things come to mind, right? Either a Nintendo Switch, or a Dreamcast, or, I've wanted one for so long, an SNK arcade cabinet. Now there's not an original one, okay, a vintage one. There's one, and I think it's 70% of the size of a full-size arcade cabinet. You can buy it with the bottom bit, like the 1UP arcade machines, okay? But there's one, SNK have made one as well, or this company have made one, and it's installed with pretty much every single SNK game I could ever want. So that'll stop me from buying, I'm talking all the King of Fighters, all the Fatal Fury, all the Samurai Showdowns, the Breakers collection, 1 and 2, Breakers are on there. Every single Magician Lords. I even think that Metal Slug is on there. All the games that came out on the Neo Geo basically are all pre-installed on this. I toyed with the idea before because I got a PlayStation 4 lying around doing nothing because I got a PS5. I was going to sell it, but then I thought, no, I'll keep that and have that underneath the cabinet so I can use the controller and play games like Street Fighter 5 and stuff like that on the cabinet kind of thing, on Tekken 7 and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that with this particular cabinet. But I saw there was a seller selling them for £600. I think it even had the stool. So it's the SNK stool, the unit, and because it's sold separately normally, where the unit, it can be like on a coffee table. It's designed to be moved around kind of thing, go on a desk. And then they've sold separately the base bit and the stool. But I'm sure I found a seller selling one for $599.99 with free postage as well. I didn't even think there is assembly required. It might be the box you got to build underneath. But the other bit comes all good to go, So I think I'll have a look. Or I might be sensible, I'll put it all in savings. But I've got a bit of savings now anyway, So I'm going to spend a little, save a little as well out of that money. All right. So I thought I'd put that on the end there. I've ordered some stuff as well. So there will be a pickups video later on in the week, probably. I'm probably not going to go game hunting. There's not much out there, unfortunately. I'm enjoying catching up with my backlog. Okay. There you go, guys. That is the end of that. Thank you very much for joining me for my live stream. Definitely go check out Access Area 6. I think his channel it's on the... all these channels, I've always said they're great channels. I recommend because I like to watch them. But it's so nice to see when people are actually going and checking them out and subscribing to these other great channels out there, you know. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hope you have a great week. Love you. Bye.